Hey guys, today I'm reviewing Jergens Natural Glow Instant Sun, and this is in deep bronze color. I gave this 3.75 out of 5 stars, so I really liked this one. There was just maybe one or two things that I didn't like, but this is definitely better than your average self-tanner on the market. This is a 6-ounce bottle and it sells for $12.99, so $13. So that works out to a little over $2 an ounce, like $2.15 an ounce, which is extremely cheap and reasonable. I got it at Ulta. I know they have it at some other drugstores too. I think they even have it in grocery stores now. I think I saw it at Safeway the other day. So anyways, this one is a mousse and it's very light and airy and fluffy. I liked the texture of it. And it has a light brown guide. So most mousses out there have dark brown guides, so you can really see where you're putting them on. This one is more of a light brown guide. It's pretty light when it comes out. I was a little surprised at that. I thought it would be darker. But the unique thing about this one is once you start applying it to your skin, the guide immediately turns darker. So you're kind of left with an instant tan. It smells really good. It smells kind of like a Victoria's Secret product, so it's very perfumey, very girly and sweet. It has fragrance in it, hence the awesome smell. And I couldn't really smell any DHA when I was putting it on. It smells really yummy. I liked it. But the next morning I could smell a little bit of DHA. Nothing too crazy, but the smell definitely came through more. Once I washed it off though, it went completely away. Putting it on, it's easy as long as you use a tanning mitt. So with mousses, I find once you squirt them in your palm, the warmth from your body melts them really quickly and they kind of drip through your hands. But if you use a tanning mitt, that doesn't happen. So I used a tanning mitt. It was really easy to go on. Like I said, when you start rubbing it into your body, the product automatically turns like a dark brown color and works as a guide. So you're left with an instant tan. Automatically after I applied it, I looked like I was probably a medium to dark shade. It was really nice. And then the product darkened as I left it on overnight. So I woke up the next morning and it was more of a deep dark tan. Once I washed it off, I stayed dark, which I like. Most products that have guides, once you wash them off, you're left with like a more light to medium shade tan, but this one actually stayed dark, so I really liked that. My tan was really even, really natural looking. I feel like this mousse is a little more air-proof than others because I didn't have a lot of spots that I missed or looked bad. Obviously on my elbows and my ankles looked a little bit weird, but that happens with most dark self-tanners out there. So anyways, when you apply it, I'd be a little careful because I think it could still stain your sheets and stuff in your clothing, so be careful with that. But it's not too messy as long as you use a tanning mitt. That's what I found. I think men will like this one because the color is really nice. I liked how dark it was. There's not a lot of products that'll get you that dark after one application. But the bottle says you can apply it numerous days in a row to deepen your tan. I didn't even really feel like I needed to do that. The thing I didn't like about this product though is the drying time. It says it dries in 60 seconds, which is false. It took over 40 minutes to dry and I felt super, super sticky while I waited for it to dry. I didn't like that at all. It was just a nasty feeling. Whenever my body parts would touch each other, they'd kind of stick. I hate that feeling. And it took over 40 minutes to dry. So it's one of the longer ones out there and I really wish it dried quicker, but it didn't, and I really didn't like that about this product. And just, it kind of sucks because while you're waiting for it to dry, you can't really touch anything because you don't want it to stain your sheets or your furniture. So I didn't like that. It lasted about 4 to 5 days before it started to fade. On about day 4, I noticed some areas that got splotchy. I exfoliated those over the next day and it faded, more evenly, but it did get a little bit splotchy, but like I said earlier, that's kind of expected with some dark tanners out there. So overall, it's a really good product. I gave it 3.75 out of 5 stars. I would have ranked it higher except for the drying time sucks and I felt really sticky. But the color it produces is really nice. So for more information on this self-tanner as well as many others, please visit us online at SelfTanning.com and on Facebook and Twitter.